Good morning, this is StudMuffin 1986 and welcome back to the channel. There has been a tank that has just come out in the store. Has come out before, but this is just another release. The Cromwell B. A pretty sweet tank in my opinion. This thing is actually better than the other Cromwell in the tank. If you go in and look at the stats of this thing has actually surprisingly much better gun depression. It doesn't have as good of hull armor, but when you're in a medium tank, that doesn't really matter because you're not trying to rely on your armor a whole lot anyway. If you are putting yourselves in positions to rely on your armor, you're not playing with a medium tank correctly. So the Cromwell B in the stores now. If you go into your garage and then click up in the upper right-hand corner, go in here, you'll be able to see the Cromwell B. It's apparently 65% off. I don't know exactly how they measure it being actually 65% off, but bottom line, for about 10 bucks, it's not that bad. And in my opinion, I think the camouflage that also comes with it looks pretty sweet. I don't play a lot of games in this thing just because I primarily play just with tier 7 to tier 10. But if you're a fan of the Cromwell and you do play with tier 6, this could be a really good tank for your collection. And so just going into a video here, and I was actually surprised to see the comparison, just how much better the gun depression was than the other standard Cromwell in the game. But yeah, I mean, you play with this thing like you would, you know, just like any other medium tank in the game, trying to get to a position where I can see my teammates somewhat going right here, so I'm trying to give them any eyes I possibly can to spot enemies for them, to let them know, hey, yep, there's some enemies over here, so some to be a little careful of. And I was able to detect that Sherman before he was able to detect me. And that's the nice thing about a medium tank or even playing a light tank, is when you're able to spot them before they're able to spot you, the enemy, and be able to hold them at bay a little bit. So I was able to give my team just some eyes. I'm trying to move in and really be assistance. I'm primarily not trying to be on the front lines as a primary focus target to get shot at, and I got stuck on this SU. I'm so sorry, I apologize for that. My fingers got a little stuck. I probably look like a jerk there. Wasn't trying to push him, but trying to just look for distracted targets and just move in and get the kill. I know a lot of people have their style. I really love the style of using my maneuverability, zooming around the map, engaging, kind of weaving around distracted enemies. And this thing, I mean, it can really do its job very well. There's really no doubt about it. This thing is very good for everything that it needs to do. So I personally really like this tank. For 10 bucks, I personally think it would be worth it. And so, yeah, I'm just moving with my team, being a support. I'm not really putting myself in a position to be the main show, or so that I'm not like the primary focus of an enemy's target, but I'm just there to support my teammates. I can see here I'm flanking wide, getting behind this hill. This angry Connor ends up focusing on me. I end up being a distraction and just let my SU-100 just take him out there. And then I just move in, trying to really get into the action, yeah, do what I can to really help my team. Medium tanks and light tanks, they can be a little difficult to play for a newer player that may rely more on their armor. This isn't a tank where you want to be putting yourselves in positions to rely on armor, but it is excellent for being able to come up over hills, utilize that gun depression. Just a very good tank in my opinion. And so yeah, it's in the stores now. It's nice. You can just buy it. It's not in crates or anything like that. As I had mentioned, I think the camo is pretty awesome. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward with this tank. I mean, there's not like a ton to go over here. I don't know what I was necessarily thinking. I should have just rushed in. I mean, I had like full hit points. I shouldn't have just really stopped here. I don't know what I was really thinking. I could have just gone in and just taken the hit. But anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. This is Stud Muffin 1986, and keep tanking.